but you my bae though. I do whatever you say though. Tryna pop out, I'm like, ayo. We can't do that, gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door. Cause you ain't messing with no amateur and I ain't tryna handle you. But when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the my face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this assist.
It's a couple different ways you make it out this life. Know your steps just in case they come cut out the lights. Got no respect for no reading out my rights. Fame expensive, maybe we can speak about the price. When they talk about my name, know I define greatness. We couldn't rush a day, it took divine patience. Ain't nothing been the same, that's just my observation. These memories never fade, no I cannot erase them. I done watched loyalty disintegrate, blowing in the wind, windows down on the interstate. I was confused, I always thought when the money came, that meant sunny days and all your problems just went away. Ain't nothing slow me down like when I had a Sprite. Sometimes it was, then it was like we was at the light.
Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
Here we go.
And, of course, Anthony Davis. He's a big ticket to follow. They'll go without him, though.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I didn't see the trade coming. He was the team in many people's eyes. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve as a squad with him gone.
And here's Grant from the arc. Rebound, Toronto. All right, Brent, we hear the phrase 3 and D. Jeremy Grant is a perfect example of that, though.
Well, Grant's done a good job of trying to find some more confidence in shooting from the arc. He shot over 40% from 3 in one season. Defensively, he's versatile, he's long. I like him to play a little bit more physical, but if that comes along, that's the kind of guy you want to suit up with.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. Outside man. Just 5 on the clock. And that's collected by Trae Young. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Ellis. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. To the right side. Fires the three. Tries yet again. The shot no good. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And here's Mann. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Back to Van Vliet. Adebayo sets a screen. Count the basket.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
Here's Young. Banked it in off the glass.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about Fred Van Vliet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. So they take the lead. Young's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Willing to get out and run. Trae Young will take those points however he can get to them.
Van Vliet left side. Pass to Mann. Back to Van Vliet. Picked by Isaac. Puts it up from the high post. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Antetokounmpo outside. On the wing, Jones. Back to Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
Inside, Giannis knows he's got all the tools, height, touch, power, it's all there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They're at the screen. On the wing, Grant. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Jones with the block.
You got to be careful when Jones is anywhere in your vicinity. He uses that length to get the block, does Jones.
Here's Mann, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Kings trail by 4. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix? Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Lyles a screen. And there's the foul. It's on Tre Mann. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. In for the Kings.
Here's Ellis. Averaging around 6 a game. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Outside man. Back to Van Vliet. Shot from the low post is good. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Right side Young. Pass to Lyles. Lets the three fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Man. No good from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Right side, Young. Antetokounmpo outside. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo grabs the board.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Van Vliet with it. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Good.
Defense is out.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The Raptors with a lead. Now White. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Robinson on the wing. And again, Toronto, no good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Kings. Pass to Branham. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's White. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Now here's Carter. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Highsmith. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, BA, would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
Here's Branham. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Jackson Davis. And he goes in for the dunk.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Looney, the screen. Robinson on the wing. Nails it from 3. And the Raptors lead by 1.
That's his specialty right there. His confidence firing off the catch is remarkable.
Pass to Branham from outside the arc. Rebound Toronto. We've got 1:28 left in the opening quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Kings have to get better defensively. Coach Mike Brown said for us, it's about 5 guys guarding the basketball. When the ball moves, all 5 guys should move. We have some pretty good individual defenders, but we're not relying on them to shut down the great players. Brian, it's a team effort.
Defense on a string, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Robinson. Outside White. Looney, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Back to Robinson. There's 47 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Branham. Pass to Highsmith. Grant outside. Over Looney. Grant's shot is off.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
16 seconds left in the first quarter. Robinson gets the bucket.
Such a gifted shooter. When Duncan Robinson rises up with that kind of confidence, man, he's a threat.
Carter on the wing. And another miss by Sacramento. And that does it for the first quarter. Toronto out in front, up 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
The Kings, 15.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Kings trail by 4. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Carter. Out to the right wing. Picked by Carter. Puts it up from 17. Good work defensively by Whitmore. Toronto leading by 4. White looking it over. Throws it up high. Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Branham misses. Here's Toronto with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside White. Up and over Carter. White, good. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Branham for 3. It doesn't go for him.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And here is Williams. Good on the bucket. Williams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Branham. And here's Grant. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. 6 to shoot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team. Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
White with it. Pass to Looney. Now Antetokounmpo. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
substitution on the court.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Young looking for an opening. Right side Jones. Pass to Ellis. Shot clock at 2. Over Williams. Ellis, good.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Now Carter. No points yet. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
His first personal foul. 13 foul.
On defense, the Raptors. Now here's Carter. Clock at 6. It's picked off.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Kings. Trailing by 10.
Right there.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson Davis. Carter from outside. Goes back up. Jackson Davis misses. Raptors lead by 10. Outside Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Kings trail by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Brown. To the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Outside Young. Inside. Back to Lyles. Uncovered. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Lyles has got 5 now.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Brown. He's scoreless. Carter from outside. Rebound by the Raptors.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Young with it. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Sends it home from 3-point land.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Carter. Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Young with it. Jackson Davis picks him up.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Kings trail by 17. Pass to Branham. Takes it inside. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Outside Young to the inside. Here's Ellis. Now here's Jones. Outside Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jones. From the arc. That shot, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. 15-point game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. Pass to Isaac. Floats one. Jones with the block. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit from in close. Here's Branham. The three sinks the tray. Branham's got 7 points in the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Young. Jones up top. Let's go with a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. 6 points for him.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Isaac outside. Picked by Isaac. To the paint. And stolen by Jones. Here comes Toronto on the push. Young can't hit. Kings trail by 15. Brent, Herb Jones looks like he might be the next elite perimeter defender.
Well, he's been amazing in the early part of his career. He closes out his space so well on people, in control and balanced, able to catch guys' first move. He is asked to guard the primary offensive wing on a nightly basis, and Herb Jones is up to the challenge.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. We've got 1:55 left to play in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. And the shot falls short that time.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you gotta work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. VanVleet scanning the floor. Pass to man. From downtown. And another miss by Sacramento.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Robinson on the wing. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Robinson's got 9.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Pass to Adebayo. Inside. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive. Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Now White. Down low. Here's Lyles. Over Isaac. Oh, rejected by Isaac. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Raptors out in front, up by 16. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third